These are bullets all day long. They got the Knight of Pentacles, the Stress. He shot himself. There's
The
the
family attorney says the 23-year-old died from a gunshot wound to the head, and the manner of death was suicide.
I don't
This
know what
comes
he
when
used. I know it's a rope involved. I don't know what he used that rope for. Let me see. The secrets. He's taking the secrets with him. You see the secrets? He's not giving y'all the information. Says y'all don't need to know it. You know? He'll go out with the secrets with the high priest there. He might be found on a Wednesday too. Ace of Wands. So I have no doubt in my mind they're gonna find Brian Laundrie, October 2021. I'm telling you, he's still.
Hello, my loves. It's TTMG, the Tarot Medium Goddess here. Thank you so much for being here. Please do stop what you're doing and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to tell me what you think about what happened in this case in the comments below. And do show your girl some love and share the video. I appreciate every single one of you. It's true. I love you, boo.
Hey guys, thank you so much for being here. Hello, Ro. How are you? Long time no see. Good evening. Good evening. I've seen you over on Ernie's channel, which reminds me, I'm supposed to do a live for Gordon and Ernie. Ernie knows that. Hey, Ernie Shell, if you listen to this replay, you guys know I've been going through a heck of a lot of technical difficulties. You could barely get me on, right? And I've been coming on. I've been trying to stay a little bit true. I've been trying, but I've been having some technical difficulties. I did switch my providers recently to Verizon, and they're saying that this is the third time they're saying that it's fixed for good. If not, they're going to send me out, I guess, a route. What is it? A signal extender or something like that, free of charge. I hope you can hear me. You can hear me, Ro? I love her. Yes, yes, yes. I love him too. But let me tell you what. I think he already knows. Somebody might look at my and I sent the thumbnail to Mallory via text, maybe even a couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was supposed to do this live, and somebody might see it as clickbait. I'm a person that likes to have fun. I like to joke. Okay. So if you want to find my thumbnail as clickbait, then good. I wanted them to click on the channel. But it's gonna go something. This is like what do you call it? Where you kind of blow what you're about to do or whatever, a giveaway. But it's gonna say something like, will the real Ernie stand up or something like that. And it was supposed to come out well before all of this, when a lot of people were still wondering, like, who is Ernie? Is he somebody we can trust? Does he have anything to do with Summer Wells? But guys, I've been taking my time. I have not been on here really a lot. So it's been in the works. So by the time I get this live up, everybody will know, he's not as bad of a man as you guys thought, or even bad at all, All right. Let me see what's going on in the live. Hold on. Blessings to you, Dork. Oh, Dark Shadows. Wow. Hello, Pink Butterfly. So don't mind my thumbnail when I get it up. I got to have a little fun with it, Ernie said, go ahead, do it. So I definitely will. So I don't know how many, there's a few things I'm going to speak about right now. I don't know how many of you guys know of, and I spoke about the exploitation of Summer Wells, and there's a few people that I called out. One person that I probably could have left out up there, and he would agree with me, is Harsh. Harsh did come into the comments about the exploitation of Summer Wells, and he stated what he had to say very well. You know, he's a very good speaker, you know. So Harsh. Harsh. You know, are you just good at what you do, or is it the truth? No. But as I stated to him, there were just certain things I felt could be more transparent, but that's in my opinion. That's in my opinion, right? I feel like anything that he does earn, he deserves every single daggone dollar, because he puts a freaking lot of work in, right? But I feel like you should be transparent in the beginning. And to him, he is. So I'm not trying to, it's a long story on that one, where I'm just going to have to do a live on its own or by myself on that. And if Harsh is available, maybe he'll come up on the panel, which I think he would. And, you know, he'll address it and defend himself like he should. I think he's a very damn good YouTube creator. Absolutely, I do. And I think he's awesome at his editing, you know, skills, his presentation skills. I feel like he's very articulate. There was just something that I felt he could have been more clear on, but that's my opinion. Anyway, moving on along. So perhaps he could have been left out of that exploitation video and maybe put in a separate one, right? And I would respect that if, you know, that's what he said. As far as who else? WCIA. You guys know my viewpoints on that. It's just like really crazy to me that like it's gonna be 100 or 200 people. I mean, do what you want. Maybe I think I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna take this off picture, even though I'm gonna try not to be in the picture. But hold on, let me take my picture off. You guys could see my. Oh, then the other picture comes on. All right, let me see how to stop this camera. Okay. So WCIA, guys, if you disagree with me, it's fine. I'm not one of those channels where, you know, it's a cult. It's no cult here. You're entitled to have your own mind, your own brain. Speak on it. If you disagree with me, speak on it. I love to hear what you have to say. And it's also awesome when we could debate these things as well, right? It shows that we're using our minds. And in addition, if I feel a certain way and you say something, it could kind of possibly, I don't think so, but you never know, persuade me to I don't know where you're coming from, or understand better where you're coming from, or maybe eventually agree with what you're saying, right? We all could kind of persuade each other. But as far as I'm seeing with WCIA, if you know who she is, type 1 in the chat if you've seen her lives. The only time I've seen her lives is when people have told me about her and to look into her and to what she's saying. I went to the video where she was saying that Benny Keys had somebody's head on a platter as a sacrifice during the live, and people were not seeing this. And she literally stated the exact timestamp to go to. So I went to Benny Keys' 5-hour live. I hit that timestamp, and sure enough, that was not a head on a platter. It was somebody walking around freely, right? And you would have to kind of stop everything that's going on and take a screenshot of where she had it and kind of put your mind frame into believing that's a head on. It's like, why would you? I don't understand. Once you see right there that what she says is not true, why would you even go on to listen to the other stuff that she has to say? You know what I mean? It's like frying your brain, in my opinion. And then on another video, you know, somebody sent me, it shows her saying that, what is it saying? Benny Keys is not in a car when he's clearly in a car. Can certain things in life go like that, where people are doing blue screens or green screens or different things, or you know, freaking it's Attack of the Aliens? Possibly. But in this case, I do not believe at all that's going on. So why would I spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of my life to continue to watch stuff that I know is a bunch of BS when she already proved it to me from the other stuff she was saying? And even if she gets anything right, all right, even if she gets anything right out of all that she's saying, it's like you already lost your credibility with me. Why should I waste my time? I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. So anyway, let's see what's going on in the comments. Okay, so you know about, all right, so you know who she is. So do you, because what I've seen from people who do know who she is, and one of my, my mods and stuff, one of my friends, she had stated that sometimes she feels like WCIA is onto something. She agrees with me that certain things are nonsense, but she feels a portion is maybe she's onto something. But it's like, how do you know she didn't mess with the photos? You know what I mean? If she's doing so much already. And then she put the photo up on the screen. Like, I'm not trying to sit around and figure it out. All right. You guys probably see my shadow above, trying to see what these comments say. She scares me. Because it's like, she scares you. And I don't blame. Like, I think after you listen to somebody a certain amount of time and you start looking, like, you'll start believing it. If I stay on that channel and I start paying attention to what she's saying, I don't know if she believes it so much or she knows what she's telling us a lot, whatever it is. After a time frame, I'm going to start to believe what she's dishing. Just like if you guys heard of with the Chris McDonough, what he did to, what was that kid's name? Was it Michael Crow? Somebody Crow. Timothy Crow or Michael Crow? He was 14 years old back in the day, right? I don't know. Was this the 80s or something like that? Chris McDonough questioned that boy and did a method of investigation on that boy of why his 14-year-old sister died, to the point where he made him believe that he possibly killed his sister sleepwalking or something like that. You know what I mean? In his sleep, unconsciously. And the boy's there in tears crying. You guys can look it up. Type in the last name Crowe, Crowe. Type in Chris McDonough's name, right? You will see it. Can you imagine how traumatic that is? So it's like after you beat somebody in the head so long with something, they might start to believe it. That's why I'm not staying on WCIA Newsroom's channel to get beat in the head. And she commented on my video regarding this. It was called, what was the video's name? The Exploitation of Summer Wells. It wasn't done long ago. I haven't done many videos in the last month and a half or so. So you'll see it right away. And she stated that she's going to report me to YouTube. Okay, so WCIA, right? Newsroom. So you're going to report me to YouTube for bullying you, right? And you also state that I should have had her name in this subject line too. I might go ahead and add it if YouTube lets me add that many characters. But anyway, right? So WCIA states she's going to report me, and I'm sorry guys, I'll get to the comments in a minute, to YouTube for bullying if I, include her name one more time. First of all, I'll include her name as many times as I freaking want, right? We have the right under YouTube policies to do commentary on other YouTube creators, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm calling out the BS that's there. So when you threaten me, WCIA, right, that you're going to report me to YouTube, go ahead and report me. I could care less, all right? I reported you already for the nonsense you're doing, but and your channel's still up, right? Same way when you report me, my channel's still going to be up, all right? So what are you doing to Benny Keys and everybody else that you're going on bullying and accusing of different things? Huh? Don't they have the right to report you? Are you using their names and your titles for views? Are you using their pictures for views? And you say, I want to use yours for, I had no clue who you were until my subscribers came to me and questioned me about you. Because there were a couple that were kind of wondering if what you said could possibly be correct, right? And all I had to do was listen to you for a few minutes. I didn't even need to put the energy of psychic tarot intuitive reading. I didn't even need to pull any type of tarot cards, right? I didn't even need to go ahead and take out this crystal ball. I didn't need to do any of that. I just went to the daggone timestamp that you said to go to on Benny Keys Live during that time frame, And I pulled up the video. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't take you don't have to be a brain scientist here. I pulled up the video and I seen that it's somebody walking around. It's not no daggone head on a platter, right? So you're full of it. So if you're saying all this stuff should happen to me and I'm bullying, what the heck should happen to you for what you're doing to other people, right? I'm calling out your falsehood, WCIA. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. And come out of her. I'm going to get to the comments, guys. I'm sorry I'm not in the comments yet. But the chick from Come Out of Her, I called you out for exploitation of Summer Wells as well. And we're going to go further in that. By the way, there's something I really do. I don't hate this girl at all. I don't dislike her. There's nobody that I really freaking dislike just because I'm commenting on them, right? I have the right to comment. We all have our own opinions. She seems like a sweetheart. She does mislead. There's some deception there, etc. And she may be doing what she could do best, right? But which is panhandling right now. Hey, I'm just saying. We're gonna go there though. We're gonna go there, and I'm gonna call out, and I'll call out your recent live that freaking came up in my YouTube. I'm sorry for how I'm speaking, guys. I'm very passionate when I speak. I have a follower, a subscriber, Lori Shortlegs. Hey, if you're here, sweetheart. I think she's a great subscriber, right? She has even, donated on my channel before. She comments, I enjoy her. However, there's some issues she has with me sometimes, as far as how fast I talk, what I'm saying, how passionate I get. I'm from Jersey, okay? You guys see MGL? We're from the same daggone it neck of the woods. We're very loud. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Can't help it. And we speak really fast, right? And but as far as the dramatics when it comes to the children, when it comes to finding these missing children, I'm not down with MGL like that, because I think, like I said, and I told you guys plenty of times, is too much. You save that for another day, not when you're in Tennessee actually looking for the kids. Let's leave the dramatics alone and let's put some freaking boots on the ground. And I'm sorry, I get really passionate about it. So when you hear it in my voice, Laura, it's because of how I am, right? And maybe some people aren't like me. And I love you. I love your support. You being on the channel and subscribing and being here. I do. But if you want to give me advice all of the time of how, and in the comments of how I should run the channel, and I want to say this, advice should be appreciated, right? Because there's a lot of people that need it. And sometimes people take things the wrong way. And I'm not saying that. I'm not taking it the wrong way with you. All I'm just saying is I can't tone down my voice, love. My son, who's 15 now, when he was 14 or 13, he said, "Mommy, you talk too loud." He grew up in the suburbs. All my kids grew up in the suburbs. So he's like, "You talk too loud. Like, can you come?" No, I was born with this voice. I can't. It's been here since day one, and it's going to be there till the day I die. All right. My ex-husband used to say, "Oh, you speak so loud." This is how I speak, guys. Love me or leave me. Like, love me or leave me, because that's what you're going to get at another channel too. You're going to get them how they are, whether you like it or not. Right. And there's a lot of lies where you're saying that there's no sound. There is absolute sound in those lies. Now, there's some in between where there wasn't any sound, even a few earlier when I was trying to do some. But the one you commented on, saying that there's no sound regarding checking my connectivity issues, I listened to the replay. There was sound on that, love. There was absolutely sound on there. So I can take constructive criticism. So chick from Come Out of Her, the channel Come Out of Her, hopefully you take it when I'm about to get this shit on you. But I can't take it, Laura. The only thing is there's certain things about me that's not going to change. My tone of voice is not, because this is how I speak. Right. You want somebody that speak lower, you got to go to another channel. And I really support that. Anyway. So we're going to go into Come Out of Her. Now, before we go on to her, let me check let me get to the comments. Y'all see my daggone reflection in this desk? Girly girl from Florida says she lost me at hello. Who lost you at hello? I've watched because hundreds see what she sees, but I do not see it. Oh, really? There are other people. Yeah, there's some people that I've seen and see that I can respect that. I could understand people saying, no, I'm seeing what she's seeing, so that's why I'm watching it. All right, go ahead and watch it because if you see it, don't let me lead you away from that. Go on and keep watching it. She scares me. Let me see. That was proven wrong by you. Yeah. Yes. And I felt like the one that was proven wrong by me, where I went back and we checked on Benny Keys' channel. I forgot the title of that live, but something about Benny Keys doing, I don't know, maybe black magic or witchcraft or something like that. It's labeled, and we were looking into it. It's like, I don't feel like a lot of people are taking their time to check on certain things that she's saying to, that she's calling out in the videos or on the pictures. I've had no idea what she was talking about in the Wells case. Yeah. Yeah. Dark Shadows says, saying someone has a severed head in their life should be considered bullying or harassment too. Exactly. She wants to come out here and point fingers at me. What about her? Hello. Right? And I'm not even trying to harass her like that. I'm just trying to let people know, don't be manipulated, right? If you see it, more power to you. I don't want to, because I can't see it automatically. I don't want to. There's certain things that I see spiritually that I try to, tune in. For me, that's enough. All right, hold on. Just show your disclaimer statement to so that, oh yeah, yep. Show my disclaimer statement. I always keep it in the I forgot to address Lori about that because she stated that as well. But it's always in the description box. I'll put it up there. There you go. You know what's funny is that I didn't realize this. This same one that I had, I never noticed that it's a misspelling in the word disclaimer. But when I was on Ernie Shell's channel, I don't know if Ernie saw me, but I think either in the chat or the comment section, I corrected him. I said disclaimer is spelled wrong. So look, I was quick to call him out, and here we go. And I have the same one up. That A is supposed to come from before the I, right? So there's the disclaimer. I always keep the disclaimer also in the description box. However, what I may do is start adding it to my intro, right? Not right away, within the next few weeks when I decide to work on my intro. So there we go. Oh, guys. There we go. All right. So comments. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Rose says, just show your disclaimer statement so that, yeah. Pink Butterfly. There's the beautiful Pink Butterfly, guys. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. I know before I looked for Pink Butterfly's channel, I couldn't find it. I wound up finding another one. So just to make sure you have the right Pink Butterfly, if you want to put your link in the description. I forget if you're a mod or not because I'm on StreamYard and it doesn't show me. And I forget. If not, I'm going to light you up in the blue soon if you don't mind. Not right now because I'm on StreamYard and it's not going to let me that way. I'm from New York, neighboring state, living in New Jersey. Not too fast for me, right? Oh my God. Not too fast for you. I'm so glad, Ro. Oh my God. Sometimes I got to slow down for people. And it's like I could do it. I'm a professional. I'm in professional environments and stuff like that. But it's just, I don't know. I talk really fast. I was speaking to an ex on the phone yesterday, and he was in Kansas, and there was somebody there that was literally talking faster than me, and I talked, and it was driving me insane. I'm like, wait, how does she even talk faster than me? I know there's people in New York that will talk faster than me, but typically not in Kansas. And it was kind of a bit annoying for me. So I could understand other people having the issues, but then don't watch my channel. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, Lori at WCIA, yes, yeah. Well, shoot. I guess watch, but always keep an open mind, guys. All right, keep an open mind, because I feel like sometimes this is how people get led to cults, because people start convincing them of certain things that are not right. And another thing to be very attentive of is if she is showing you a video of where such and such happened on BK's live or another creator's live, I would say take the time out to find that timestamp and go there and check it out for yourself so you can see every cut of the matter, right? As far as pictures, I mean, she could always manipulate that herself. I don't watch her. I don't get it. It's not no worries. Okay. Yeah, I don't get it either. Rose says, I didn't want you being accused of not showing it. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Because I do get accused of not showing, people come down on me every chance they get, but I guarantee you people don't even watch it from the beginning to the end. And I'm not going to continuously show it throughout, Laura did comment. I forgot to touch on that when she commented to say it's in the description box. And typically if it's in the description box, that's enough, right? But we're freaking YouTube creators. We're not all that. YouTube's not paying me enough to get that creative at this point to have everything on point. When my channel blows up, maybe you guys blow me up with donations and stuff, okay? And my stuff kicks off the way it should. Maybe I have more time to invest in really nurturing it in the way that it should. In the meantime, it's a step-by-step process. Even the biggest channels, I'm certain, don't have it down like they should, right? All right. So, Pink Butterfly. Oh, thank you. I am not. All right. I will. No mods here. Okay, no mods here. So anything could go on in this chat, huh? Anything could go on in this chat. So, all right. Now we're going to speak real quickly on, do you guys know the channel Come Out of Her? I did touch on, and you know who I missed before I start talking about the girl from over there. Man, my homie. All right. But I really love his channel, True Crime Exposed. His channel got all types of shut down. I need to do a live on that. I should have did a live on that today. I don't know if you know him, if you watched him, or if you realized his channel was down. Let me know. But True Crime Exposed channel was cut. For pornography. Oh Lord. So his channel was cut for pornography. We know that going well, in my opinion, that's not what he was doing, right, on his channel. And I remember when I joined his live, his channel, I believe he was almost to 5,000. He was like 4,000 and change. And I saw when it hit 5,000. And then he worked his way up to, I believe it was over 9,000 in a little bit of time. It could have been over 8,000, over 9,000, whatever. And YouTube just came in and just shut him down. And True Crime is TCE. If you're watching this, what's up? Hit me up. I did get a new phone, so all of our messages, it's like, it's gone, hun. It's gone. So I can't even get in contact with you right now. But anyway, YouTube cut his channel for pornography, and he believes it was some of BK's mods who were reporting him for that. If you watch him, all he does is talk about the Summer Wells case. But I believe his use of a photo, which, I've used before, and a lot of people used before, of Summer Wells holding her area, and one of her slunched over may have counted as if you guys see my reflection, it might look like I don't have shorts on, which I do. So let me pull them down. Would have counted as pornography, but she was fully clothed. So someone else told me there was also another picture of her in the underwear. I don't know if but I don't know. I just feel like his channel should not have been taken down, and it would be nice if he gets it back up. He doesn't really want it to. He feels like it was, and I know it's okay for me to tell you guys this, but he felt like it was a bit too much trauma attached to this anyway, and it was pulling out a lot of negative energy and making him and others depressed. So he kind of doesn't mind it. There's other areas in social media that he wants to go down through TikTok, YouTube, etc. But I'm like, it's still good if he gets his channel back up, and he just tells his viewers where he is now or whatever. So it would be good if people could possibly do, I don't know, whatever they can to help him out, whether it's sign a petition, etc. So I may have him on the channel in the near future. Okay, just know that. Now let me check these comments before. I don't watch it. Okay. I didn't want being okay. Got you. Is he the very soft-spoken? Yes. So Ro asked, is True Crime Exposed the very soft-spoken man? Yes, he is. I just love his tone of voice. I tell him I've been on his panel quite a few times. And each time I get on, I'm talking and I'm going, he makes me realize how freaking fast I speak, right? I'm like going a million miles an hour. And because he speaks so slow and so calm and so suave, it makes me like conscious of, right? So I kind of slow the tone, and he's always like, no, it's okay, go ahead, speak how you see, Laura, he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind, love. But I thank you for loving my content, which I think Laura, she does. So I appreciate you, love. It's just sometimes we can't all be on the same frequency, whatever, because of some people talk faster than others. I don't know, but I always try to calm down. Like I try to slow my speech because I know his viewers are used to that type of monologue or that type of flow, and he always encourages me not to, just do my thing. So I really appreciate him for that. And I'm hoping he will come to my channel. I'm hoping other creators will consider having him discuss what happened on their channel. Contact me, because I'm sure he's going to be back in contact, or we're going to be in contact with each other. So I would be able to give him information of what YouTubers would consider having them on his panel. And I feel like he needs to get his stuff back on and popping, even if he's not into the true crime anymore, because of the negativity. True crime's kind of, he was feeling like pushing away from it anyway. But I feel like he needs to get the channel back up and then go from there, right? All right, so let's see these comments. I'm sorry, guys. How my technology is set up, it's taking me a minute to look at the comments. Most of her photos, she's holding herself. Poor baby. Yeah, I don't see. That's what I'm saying. I feel like people are taking. Oh, okay. You're talking about Summer. Yeah, she's holding herself. And that's crazy because if you see in my reading on the Summer Wells, I just found out who she was because I was doing my Gabby readings, right? And my Brian Laundrie readings. And people were asking me about Summer Wells. This was months and months ago. And I'm like, I have no clue who this child is. So they're like, do a reading on her. I do a reading on her. And guys, I'm not one of those people to make things up on children, right? Once again, there's always times we could be wrong, but it was just so strong of an energy that I felt it could not be wrong. And the things I was feeling and seeing, when I look back at that video, maybe like, I don't know, people like Laura may or may not like how I acted during that video, but I was pretty frustrated. Imagine seeing something like that happen. And don't get me wrong, in the way that I see, it's not like it's daytime and I'm seeing everything perfectly straight. It's kind of, I'm seeing it through the mind's eye. I'm seeing it through thoughts, right? I'm seeing it through thought. And it was just too much of her abuse. And what I saw during my reading was that in one of the cases of SA, or when her last one, something broke in a certain area down below, right? The pelvic type of area. And it was so much pain, right? So afterwards, after that video is when I found out that Summer Wells, I saw the picture. I saw the picture afterwards. It had been days afterwards or a week after, and that picture verified the pain that I felt or saw in my mind's eye. And she was holding that area. So once again, that showed me the accuracy. I'm just, in my reading. I'm sorry. So that was a little bit too much for me. So if I'm all animated and blah, 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 trust me, I'm animated because of the frustration and the pain that I'm actually, in a way, witnessing, All right. So let's see. Thank you for everybody who came. Please press the like button. Pink Butterfly says, Ro, right? Yes. Broken Heart. And Rose says, I know him then. He was nice. Yes, he's very nice. Do you believe he should have been taken down for pornography? And he feels like it's nothing he could do about it. But I've researched and I've seen other YouTubers that had their channel, they got their channel back. Even Chris McDonough got his channel back. And he done nearly got some, I'm sorry, guys, we gotta be truthful. He was claiming somebody was Brian Laundrie that was not. People were showing up to this guy's house, halfway about to kill him with guns and everything because of what Chris McDonough said and throwing it all on social media. Yet Chris McDonough, I'm sorry, I respect his years in his profession. However, you don't always have it right. Like he didn't have it right with the Crow kid. I think it's Michael Crow, whatever. But the last name's Crow with an E. He didn't have it right with him. Right? Imagine the pain and anguish he caused them. Right? And so I just feel like if Chris McDonough could get his channel back, then, TCE could get his as well. Right? If he has enough people backing him and supporting him. Rose says, at Pink, so sad. I so want to be wrong about what I believe she experienced. Yeah, you know what? You can go ahead and type it. We all want to be wrong. I feel nauseated. When I was doing that reading, I felt nauseated. Right? I felt nauseated. I feel it right now just thinking about it. All right. So Rose says, wow. Pink, wow. Okay. Rose says, C and D didn't mind the baby at age 3 without a top. Then YouTube shouldn't. If it's that pic, who knows? Yeah, I feel like no, because he would never put it, a naked baby on it. I feel like it could be disputed. YouTube is wrong a lot of times. On April 1st, YouTube demonetized me. They said for reuse content. However, and I've said this before, however, you guys know that with all of my videos, I comment enough with that, disclaimer. Not with a disclaimer, but with the simple fact that I'm allowed to clip certain things and comment on it. It's in sync with YouTube guidelines and regulations and policies. So I wind up not deleting anything. I didn't edit anything. I waited my full 30 days for the review. I believe it was one of BK's people or BK who went ahead and I know what happened. but they went ahead and tried to flag my channel, you know, and then at 30 days, guess what? My monetization came back up. Did it hit for 30 days? It did hit for 30 days. And I didn't make anything for 30 days, but I wasn't bothered by it. I wasn't even on, you know, because I wasn't on. Anyway, I really didn't care. Not that I didn't care, but come on now. If you're going to go ahead and pull my monetization, at least check before you do. You know what I mean? Or at least put it on a 7-day suspension. They put it on a whole 30. And then without me changing anything, they came back, they did a manual review, and they said everything is in sync with their policies and regulations, and my monetization is back in effect. So further goes to show that YouTube gets it wrong. But with me, the only difference between me and True Crime Exposed is I was able to make videos. He's not. His whole channel is pulled. Only thing that got pulled for me was monetization. Rose says, was it an April Fool's joke? I guess not. That's funny. You're hilarious, Ro. But what happened is that was around the time that I went to Benny Key's channel and I was commenting, and he noticed me commenting, and he started putting my comments. He liked what I had to say, and he started putting my comments on his screen. However, what happened was he went to my channel after, and he saw certain things. Well, there's a lot of positive, guys, that I have said about Benny Keys, in all honesty. And I said from the start that he was doing this. He was giving information and linking information to the authorities, and he was going to publicly turn on Candace and stab her in the back. I said all this before it happened. And 11 days before he stabbed her in the back on live, I did a video on it, that it was about to go down. So, but there's things that I had said that was negative about him, as far as when he was coming for Jay for All, who after turned his back and came for me. So screw you going for all. Okay. Anyway, but I think he went to my channel and saw the stuff that I said about him, and about him speaking negatively about Jose as well. And then they went ahead and flagged my stuff because it was right around that same time frame. I mean, like the same day and next day, really. All right. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about Come Out of Her, right? I believe her name is Kizzy. How many you sub to that channel? Tell me in the live chat or in the comments. I know there's people that had a lot to say, and I wanted to comment on it, but I was having I didn't have my laptop up, and I didn't want to write as much on my phone, so I figured I'll just come live and talk about it, right? And I wish I had. I think you guys should really check out the comments of the live where I was talking about the exploitation of Summer Wells, because there's people that have had the same experience with me and has, you know, called her out, basically, Kizzy out, and they're going deep into details on there. I think one person's name might be Dorleen as well. So anyway, like I said, about this girl, Come Out of Her. And if you're listening, here it goes. She has, I don't dislike her, right? She has a sweet personality, right? She has some beautiful little children, right? She has a decent man by her side. I feel like she's a work in progress. I feel like she needs a lot of help. And guys, I know a lot of us do, right? And when we get through things in life, there's other obstacles that come up. So we got to get through get through. So in talking about her, that doesn't mean that I don't deal with stuff myself. We all do, right? We're like not these perfect creatures that we wish we could be, right? So there's certain things. Now this girl, I feel like she's making money off. In the end, I just ask that anybody that starts listening to me, listens all the way through the end. Because I believe she's a beautiful soul, and I believe she is still at some point somebody that I would have no problem meeting, hugging, embracing, and giving and showing love, right? But I'm sorry, I got to call it out on certain things here, guys. I just got to do that because I just don't like how people are exploiting Summer, right? I feel like if you're a YouTube creator and you're speaking about her and people want to donate to your chat, go ahead, donate. Donate to my, I don't think I turned my super chat back on. I have the ability. I just haven't gotten to it. But you see my PayPal, my Cash App, whatever, it's up there. All right. You're up there. You're spending your time and energy. So just from her up there, people decide they want to, go ahead, donate her some support to her channel. Shoot, I would want you to do it for mine, and every other YouTube creator will want you to do it. Every law enforcement, every detective, like, they're not working for free. Every news reporter, they love what they do. They want to help these kids. These detectives want to solve the problems. Well, not all of them, because some detectives could be, I'm just saying some of them, guys. All right. We got to agree that there's some rotten apples in the bunch, because there's certain cases that should have been solved that aren't solved till this day, i.e., the Millbrook twins, right, out of Georgia, i.e., the Springfield 3 case, right, out of Missouri, certain things. But I do believe in the Springfield 3 case, them people was working hard. I do believe from what I see. I don't know, right? So I don't really want to put them on the spot. But all right. So if people want to go ahead and donate for your time and energy, let them go ahead and show you some love. But there's certain things where when you lie, and you lying on a child's name, I'm not down for that, right? Let me give you an example. Let's see. So on her channel, she says she's not a psychic, right? She says she's not, all she does is get messages, and she gets a lot of messages, and you get them clearly. So tell me, what are psychics actually doing, right? Somebody that calls themselves a psychic. Somebody could call me a psychic. They can't call me a psychic. I don't know. It's up to you. I really don't, it's just the name, the title. Because I think we need to open up the dictionary and see exactly what the definition of a psychic is. Because I can get certain things wrong, right? Donna could get certain things wrong. Other people who call themselves psychics or you call psychics could get things wrong. But I feel like if you have a certain amount of accuracy, they might line you up under that scope of being psychic, right? But psychics are getting messages. You are getting messages. So when she says that, oh, I never claimed to be psychic, I'm just getting messages. And my messages and I'm getting a lot of them, and they're pretty accurate. All right. First of all, you saying a lot of stuff, girl. You saying that Candace ate Summer Wells' heart. That disgusts me. I'm sorry, guys. I've seen a lot of stuff through my psychic reading that was done to this poor little girl. That was more than enough for us all to not be able to stand Candace and Don, right? But to go on and to continually add on more things that I don't believe is true at all. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, guys. But when you don't have one reading to back you up ever, let us see. I want to see the cases that you have done that has some accuracy behind it, right? I could back up my stuff. And if I'm ever wrong, then that'll be a case that I was wrong on. But I know before I came to you guys with some hardcore stuff, I had at least a track record of getting certain things right? You have like absolutely none with us. You have absolutely none on social media. Yet there's a lot of people that's going to go behind you and believe in everything you say. And some of the stuff it changes day by day. I had no clue who you were till a few people that are connected to me, that are subscribers here, let me know about your channel and stuff that you were saying. They weren't saying in a negative way now. They was just saying, look, check this out, see what you think. And that's what happened to creators. With creators, a lot of our subs send us different things to check out. It wasn't one sub, it was multiple stuff. So for BH or whoever's trying to call out Mallory Young, listen, this was not about Mallory. Did you guys see when Mallory said anything negative about this girl come out of her? No, you didn't see that. It was multiple people sending me messages about what was going on. And so I checked her out, and now she comes up in my feed, even though I put do not recommend this channel, right? She comes up in my feed, and some of the stuff, like the subject lines, it catch me off guard. So I clicked on one, and like I said, in certain ones, she's saying that Candace Bly ate her daughter's heart. The next thing you know, she's saying that somebody named Tim Mullen is involved. She doesn't know where she's getting these names from, guys. Guys, can you tell me, have you guys ever heard these names on the internet? She comes up with the name Foot Fables. All right. You guys know I get names. I get names that we haven't heard before, typically, right? I'm just saying. She come up with the name Foot Fables, like, I don't know, weeks or months after it's mentioned. She comes up with the name, and she said, oh, when was this? This was last week. Oh, I'm hearing Foot Fables. This probably was less than a week ago. I'm hearing the name Foot Fables. I think we all heard it. You heard it on BK's channel. You might have heard it on Ernie's channel. You heard it on any channel that's talking about Summer Wells, right? Hold on. Let me check. And I'm all down for it. What I'm not down for is the lies. All right? Don't be making stuff up on Summer Wells' name and then saying, hold on. Let me check this out. Butterfly said, right? Icky, yep. Y says, I think she is a good person. Also, too, many spirits giving confusing info. The discernment of good and bad spirits hasn't been mastered. Right, Y. And I've seen Y on her channel as well. I believe she's a subscriber. So the only thing that gets me, though, is why is anybody believing anything she says when she has not one track record of anything being any case, reading any case, not one case prior to Summer Wells. She's just coming out of her mouth and saying all this stuff, and people just believe in it. And yeah, there could be different spirits misleading, but that could just be her as well, telling us BS. But even if we say that, all right, if we were to go with it's different spirits that are, leading her in different directions, where did do you really believe she didn't look at someone else's channel and get the name Foot Fables? And all of a sudden, she said she hearing Blood Money. When did she say that? This week? She's hearing the name Blood Money. When we know she was talking about BK last week and Benny Keys. She called him his name like a week or two ago. So you already know Blood Money, Benny Keys exists. Stop acting like you don't know the name or where it came from. Once again, and if you're listening to this, come out of her. No, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm trying to call stuff out because you need somebody in your life that's going to call it out. There's people that's going to say, don't listen to her or blah, blah, blah. No, you need somebody to listen to you that cares. Because trust me, everybody that I care for and I love, this is the way I speak to them. They might not like it, but I just keep it really real. Honestly, I'm like the realest person that they have in their life. There's some friends that will tell you that their other friends in their life, they just were content with how they were living or their actions and just made everything acceptable. But I'm the only one that ever kind of really challenged them to do different, to do more, right? And so my friendship was actually valuable, right? The person that wants to see you get up and to come from the mess that you're in. Like, let me see. Even my son, my daughter, they might say I speak a certain way, and I do, but it's because I care. Trust me, it's coming out of love. It's not coming from hate. Certain things need to be called out because you're not going to get anywhere going in the way that you are going, right? All right, let me get back to the comments. Y says, eaten by dogs. I couldn't watch and called her out on it. Guys, I'm sorry. The way this is set up, I'm reading like somebody that's illiterate, but y'all gotta give me a minute. I don't know if you see my reflection in the desk, but I'm trying to turn it all types of ways to see this. Eaten by the dogs. I couldn't watch and called her out on it. I'm pleading with her to send Summer to the light. Yeah. She saw Summer. She also saw Summer being eaten by dogs. But how was Summer eaten by dogs when she said she was on a ship? She put in the community page, Summer was on the ship. Don't get me wrong, guys. If I do a reading and I one day tell you I see something and it kind of changes up, I believe it's possible, because I could believe that one day my energy was a little bit low and I couldn't really pick up on it how I needed to or wanted to. But I read it another day and I saw it more clearly, right? That could possibly happen. So I don't want people pointing fingers that you said blah, blah, blah. No, that could possibly happen. But here's the thing. It's happening over and over and over and over and over. Like, how many times are we changing the story here? It comes to the point where there is some type of mental issues going on, guys. And I feel like a lot of us even suffer from them even if it's on a smaller level, but it's something that needs to be addressed. And I'm not saying that she doesn't have any type of messages that may be right, because there's something I'm going to say, and I'm going to speak on it more towards the end. But there's a certain name that I heard her call that I never heard anybody call out, that I sent to my friend in Australia. Her and I used to talk daily. I haven't spoken to her in a while. She's a psychic out there. And I told her I keep hearing this name in the Summer Wells case. Kizzy coughed that name today. So she coughed the whole name instead of the nickname. But I also gave the real name to my friend, and I could screenshot my WhatsApp messages of that friend, and the name is there, right? The name is there. Listen, come out of her. If I didn't have love for you or whatever, I would not be saying it and admitting this. There was one name that's not a very popular name at all that I have not heard anybody speak on. And I have messages to my friend from over a month ago that had that same name there, but it's the name Margaret. So, and it's Maggie. And I'm like, why is this relevant? If you even go to my Twitter page, you'll see, I'm like, how is the name Maggie relevant, or Margaret relevant? Like, I keep getting this name. So, I mean, hey, I don't know. So, CF says hello. Hello, CF, how are you? Yes, heard. Y says yes, heard all the names. Yeah, so all the names she's calling, you can't tell me though she's not getting. Margaret, she may not have, but all those names, she didn't just get all those names. I don't believe it for half a second. I do not believe it, Kizzy. And I would be more than happy if she ever wants to come on my live. She's more than welcome to come to my panel, and we could have a discussion, debate. And I'm not trying to do it in a way where I'm being disrespectful at all. I'm just speaking to my mind, right? Because if you care for somebody's growth, you do want to help them. And she's a person who's already public. She puts all her business out there pretty much, right? I mean, even in front of the little kiddos. So I'm sure she wouldn't mind coming. And the only thing that could help her do, she could probably get some subscribers off of it, so it ain't going to hurt. But I'm definitely going to call out the stuff that I see that I feel is not right, that she's making it up. I'll come right out and say, yeah, I don't believe you on this one. But it's all right. Let's go on to the next question, right? You just got to be real about certain things. Pink says, all right, so other than that, she has said, whatever you can remember, please put it in the chat, right? Because I don't have my laptop on right now. So whatever you put in the chat, it'll remind me of certain things she might have said during the live that kind of, it didn't feel right. Also, if you check one of my last lives where I talk about her, you check the comments, somebody named Darlene, she left a lot of information down there too. And I don't know. I wish I had it on this live. I wish I had the screenshots of it. All right. But Y says, giving her the benefit of the doubt that 5,000 subscribe. Oh, yeah, something. I kept letting her know she hadn't apologized to her subscribers. Oh, she didn't apologize yet. Okay, guys, I saw that too. So Kizzy said So you remember she just came on the scene not long ago, and she wants 5,000 subs, and in order to give her subscribers these important messages. All right. Mind you, she has no type of shadow ban. YouTube already proved and showed me, and I have it in chat in the screenshots to show that I am partially shadow banned. A lot of people are not getting my notifications, right? And YouTube's thing is, if I start doing more lives, it'll kind of help me get out of that shadow ban and blah, 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 whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I'll do in the future. But she doesn't have that going against her. So when she's on here, she's able to build up subs immediately. So I feel like her stuff is growing at a good pace. She feels it's not growing fast enough. All right, I understood. Everybody want to grow faster than they are growing. But to tell her subs that, because I believe she's under 3,000 subs. So to tell her subs that she has messages, very important messages for them, but she's not giving them any messages until she hits 5,000 subs. So you telling me you're getting messages from me from Spirit, and Spirit's telling you to hold off on them? How am I supposed to trust that any of your messages ever come from Spirit? Because Spirit would never, ever in a million years tell you to hold off on important messages that were meant for me. What spirits are you dealing with here, huh? I'm calling you out on that. Come out of her, because you got to know what's right from what's wrong. And you need that guidance in your life, love. And I'm not coming in a negative way. I'm coming with the truth, babe. All right. Don't take this as wrong. All right. I do want to come to you with love, but I'm just letting you know. So now let me add this. I feel that way sometimes. So I understand where she's coming from. People not liking when you're a YouTube creator and you're not getting enough likes, especially I need a certain amount to get me out, dig me out this partial shadow ban, right? If you guys go months back or my playlist, you'll see where I prove that I'm shadow banned. You know, my stuff goes automatically into limited monetization, everything. So I prove it live. But anyway, shoot, where was I at, guys? So I lost my train of thought for a second. Give me a second. Anyway, I'm gonna try to pick up somewhere. It's just crazy that you would. Yeah. All right. So like I said, I understand where you're coming from, because you feel like people should be liking more, they should be sharing more, they should be doing all this. Girl, I felt the friggin' same daggone way. And you know what? And there's times that I felt like saying something like that. But I knew I'd be wrong. So I bit my tongue, because and that's something you gotta learn to do. You gotta know what's right from what's wrong. And it wasn't even messages for them, it was messages for certain cases that I was working on or doing, like the Summer Wells case or the Michael Vaughn case or the Gabby Petito case. I called the exact day they would find Michael Laundrie's body. I said this day they will find him. I called the day that they would find Naomi Irion's body. I called the day. So, you know what I mean? So for people, also I want to say, for people to question me whether I'm hearing or not, I'm hearing to give her, right? Come out of her, Kizzy, these messages. So don't anybody try to come and tell me that I'm doing the wrong thing, because I know that I'm not. I've been already okayed, all right, from the spiritual world, spiritual forces, from spirits, to say this message. She needs to hear this message, all right? I'm going to tell you, the other day, and I think I told Mallory, I texted Mallory this. I was lying down. I think I was about to go to sleep. And I was like, what is it about her I'm supposed to know? It's something like, I don't want to, I'm just trying to remove her channel from my recommendations so I don't get upset about anything and just go on. Yet she's still coming up in my feed. So, like, I hear something and it was her, like it was dealing with her. So it's like, I was like, well, who am I to her? And I heard the high priestess, right? And I'm like, what? And I hear shuffle the cards. When you shuffle the cards, the high priestess is going to fall out, right? Which is going to show what you're hearing is accurate. Guys, look at all these cards. Hold on. Look at all these cards. Where's the dag on it? This comes out in the middle of the night. I already heard it and I saw the picture in my face. So I do have something to give her, and a lot to give her, whether you like it or not. And you could say I don't. You don't know. Spirit told me, not you. I'm just saying. But she needs to get these messages because it's gonna help her in life, and it's gonna help her in a way that a lot of people cannot. All right. So anyway, like I was saying, all right, where was I at prior? All right. So I forgot where I was going with it again. But anyway, it's just a lot of issues as far as with her. And she needs to be told a lot of things. Like, you don't want to stay in the same state that you are. You want to make changes. And I believe she does. But hold on, let me catch up to these comments before I start talking on it. At why a ritual, I'm glad I missed that. Hold on. Butterfly says, I get the name Benny involved with Summer case, but his last name Lane. Oh, you know is that his real last name? I think I heard of it. Well, this person claims to have gotten all the names. She said Tim's involved, all these people involved. Jody's involved, Annie's involved, all of them eating. Why? If you can remember things that she stated or the different versions of the stories, please tell them in the comments. And the thing is, she's doing a lot of this stuff to gain money for her children. I'm not saying not to give to her children. Those children are beautiful and they deserve, and her family is a beautiful family and they deserve to have some type of peace of mind. I just feel like certain things and certain people don't do it and taking advantage of Summer Wells' name. She has a story that she just recently told, right? I told her, you have a story. Let your story be your story. Summer Wells has her own story. You are not Summer Wells. Stop saying you are Summer Wells so that people could start dishing you out money, dishing you out, finding sympathy that way. Heck no, right? You are who you want to be. You are. Come out of her, you kizzy, whatever. Let them dish it out based on that. Not you being Summer. You are not Summer. You still have a chance in life, right? You're still living. You're still here breathing. You're still walking. You still get to look at in your children's eyes. And for you, I'm saying this in a lovely way, sweetie, but for you to say that Summer has gotten you this far in life when you only knew Summer for the past, I don't know, few months, and she's been missing since June, all right? How did you get to 2019 without Summer? Because you ain't know about her then. 2020 without Summer because you didn't know about her then. 2021 without Summer because you didn't know about her then. Hello, somebody. Hello. Right? I'm just saying, let's not take advantage of Summer's name. Oh, you say because you've been shipped around places like Summer's been. I have family members, I'm not going to say specific ones, that are older. I won't call who they are, but that told me they have been through that in life. I knew since a young age that they were through that same thing in life where they were shipped from this person to this person or this family member to that family member to blah, blah, blah. And a lot of stuff was going on like that back in the day anyway. So you have certain parts of your life that may resonate with Summer, but you have a different story than Summer. See, you're still walking. You still have hope in this lifetime, right? What hope does Summer have, right? So please, let's not equate ourselves to Summer. I understand you went through a heck of a lot, and there's a lot of us that have went through a lot, right? You're not the only one, hon. But your story can be appreciated. People can get some tears off of your story. People can feel sympathy and compassion off your story. People can want to donate because you're still going and you're still strong. But you got the story of yourself that's going to get you those donations that you're seeking to get, right? But in also getting them, you need to learn how to be able to fish, right? For yourself as well. And we're going to get into that. Let me go ahead and look into the comments real quick. Um, so Y says, did you see the ritual that the other day? I was thinking she has something casting a spell on the subscribers, or maybe me. I saw that ritual. Yeah. It's probably someone sent me that right away. And no, you know why? You know daggone well she probably was thinking of me because I called her behind out. But there's other people that called her out in my comments as well, and there's other subscribers that called her out. You know what? The one thing is, if she messes with me, trust me, my protection's in place. I'm not coming for her. I'm not coming for her in any type of whatever way she wants to say, demonic way, or blah blah blah. No, not like that at all. So if she tries to come at me, what do you call it? Directly, to send some type of hatred, evil spirits my way or whatever, girl, that stuff's gonna reverse on you. I would say you causing yourself a world of hurt and pain and havoc. And oh my God, Lord have mercy on you and yours. This is what I'm saying, because this chick here, right here, is protected. This chick right here is protected, and you would have came for the wrong one. So I would say you might want to go ahead and rethink that whole situation, right? If you came for me like that. And also for other people too. That's what I'm saying. It's wrong for certain people. They coming for all the wrong people. You going to come from this person, that person, that person. You don't know who the heck is protected and how they protected. Yeah. You might want to check that. I'm not the one. All right. So anyway, why says I found you through her comments. I subscribed to you, and it's hard. It was hard for me to even comment. I think I commented. Why? Thank you so much for subscribing. I commented on the one where she told her life story and what happened to her. I commented on that today, and I just said SMH. The SMH is not SMH in her story or what she had to say. The SMH is, I believe she's doing everything. I have sympathy for her story. I have compassion for her story. I have love for her story. Right? I see somebody that needs a hug, that needs love. I need, all of that. However, we still can't make certain excuses here. Right? We're gonna get into that as I go down in the comments, but there's certain things we're gonna bring out, like, right? Why is hubby not having a job by now? Hello, somebody. So many employers that are hiring. I understand he was sick. All right, don't say don't understand. Oh my God, I saw in the comments somebody tell somebody else, hey, why are you asking her about her getting a job or whatever? You don't know the situation, and she has kids, and she has 4 kids, and you don't understand how it is. Okay, I have 5 kids, all right? I have 5 children. My oldest is she's in her profession. She's out of college right now. She's doing her thing. She moved. My other one's my second oldest is in college, right? Got about a year or 2 left. Time going by fast, maybe just a year. But I've been through that. I've been through the same story, guys. I've been through ups and downs. I've been through well, my kids pretty much always lived in the suburbs. Just I kind of had it. I had it like that, but I didn't have it like that, right? Like I had my belief in my system and the way that I think was, and also my profession. Like I think maybe I need to do a live on this to talk more about me. But I had in my days where we were down here, and I had on my days where we was up here at the top, and we had our lowest as well. And we was in there was times we slept through car a couple days. It ain't bother me. It's freaking car. Oh, you got kids, blah, blah, blah. They were fine. They were 100% fine. Trust me. All right. Them kids are healthy right now doing their thing. Nothing. They're 100. And there was a time that we was in the shelter for like 30 days. You know what I mean? And that was like a freaking townhouse. It was pretty nice. I'm not even gonna lie. It was pretty nice. But let me tell you, and there was times that like I said, we was in the suburbs in the most beautiful house in the freaking neighborhood, in the freaking development, in the best school district, in the on one of the best school districts in the state of the country. You know, so we was all different types of levels. But I've been on the level where you're going from hotel to hotel different weeks. You know what I mean? The kids making noise. Don't say, and you know what? Guys, I'm just jumping around here because there's just so much to cover on this. Another thing is, I don't know if you remember why she was saying that, Kizzy, I'm just saying, you were saying that the lady was going to go ahead and tell the front desk and have y'all kicked out, and you come on camera crying and stuff. They were going to have you kicked out because of your daughter throwing a pebble at somebody's door. That's a friggin' lie. That's the only reason the lady was calling. Guys, you guys that know, this is what I'm saying. And the people in your community, the people in your chat that's going to go along with that just to support you, they're holding you back because they're not calling stuff out for what it is. All right. They know they've heard before in your videos where the kids are making noise. And even if they didn't, guys, we know kids are kids. Even well-behaved kids, they're going to have their times and their days and their moments. Especially if they're not going to school, they're going to be up late at night. They're going to probably be knocking on that wall, that hotel wall. That other person does need their sleep, right? You don't know what time they have to get up for work, right? So they got to understand your situation, but you got to understand theirs too, right? We can't just be one-sided in this. For somebody to not tell you, all right, as long as you're making sure that you're doing the best that you can to keep your kids calm, so it's not making too much noise for the people over there. We still got to be respectful to the neighbors because they do have to get up early, right? Then and they do work, et cetera, right? Then that's okay. There's times that you want to stick up for your kids when you can't really, right? You didn't tell us about your kids running down the hallways and squirting the water guns all up and down the hotel room, right? Your viewers weren't savvy about that. Why didn't you let us know about that though? Why didn't you let us know, Kizzy? See, I saw that. So it's not just that, it's so much. Like I said, what about you? You know, how you disrespected the maintenance dude. You didn't speak out on that. Right? You didn't go live on that. The only time we saw you live is when you saying, oh, God this, God that. We went to church. Why didn't we see the FUs to the maintenance man and see why he wanted to strangle you? Let us see the whole thing. Let us see the whole picture. We only see in parts, bits and pieces. And then just supposed to take one side. No, we got to take both sides. And the reason I'm saying this and the reason I'm telling you this, beautiful, is because somebody got to tell you this so you could get it right. Right? Somebody has to say something. Because if people just keep on agreeing, how is that going to get the best out of you? My son, who's in his second, third year of college, I got to take a moment to think about it, always felt I was too hard. That's because I believed in him. That's because I wanted to see. And he's very talented. He's pretty much a genius. Pretty much. But it's because I knew what was inside of him and what could come out of him. Right? So I had to check him when it came to certain things. I had to check this kid. I had to check that kid. I had to check my friends. Shoot, I might need to check him. Right? It's easier to see stuff that needs to be done when you're not the one actually going through it. And I understand that. All right? Somebody come check me. I got Lori Shortlegs. She good at doing that. Love you, boo. Thank you for being here. But seriously, certain things need to be called out. I got some negative stuff to say about what's going on there, and I got some positive stuff to say about certain things. So I hope you will, think about both, right? So anyway, let's see what Ro has to say. Ro says, why a ritual? I'm glad I missed that. Yeah, she was doing a ritual. Looked like she was trying to send some negative energy to certain people. She called it a cleansing, or whatever she called it, protection. I know she don't need protection from me because I'm not sending nothing bad her way. So once you send something bad somebody else's way, ooh, Lord of mercy, girl, when that stuff ready to come back at you. Why? I do the same thing. You got to watch. Yes. But what you guys have to watch more than anything else, if you guys watch this stuff, is to go back to certain videos and community posts or whatever, and see how the story changes. The story changes about Summer, who's involved with Summer, who ate Summer. You know, first it's the mom eating the heart, and then it's such and such. Then it's the dog eating the bodies. Then Summer's on a ship, and people out there just believing whatever. Not one accurate reading out there to prove anything, but they're just gonna go ahead and believe whatever she say. Pink Butterfly says, "Why I sub to people I find through comments." Why says, "Sad thing, she used her child's name at the end of the ritual, stating return to sender, called her out on that also, stating return to sender." Wow, that's sad. But yeah, they really got to be careful of what they're doing. She burnt money in that ritual also. Yup. They call that ancestor money. Copies of money clearly marked. Yep. Yes, ma'am. But the thing is, during a ritual, she didn't really say, I don't believe, I don't know, I didn't watch the whole thing through, but I think it was, did she say anything at all? Because like, what is she teaching people? And sometimes people do stuff like that to try to throw energy that's kind of scaring another person. Like, you know, I mean, to each his own. Why says copies of money? Yeah. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I'm untouchable. Also, I laughed. Sure. Many people can't see that those things and blindly believe can be taken advantage of. Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's why I wanted or had to speak out about it, so certain people are not taken advantage of. I fully support everybody that wants to donate to them or whatever, but just as long as they have knowledge that, you know, some people might be manipulated. And for those who don't want to hear it or feel that I'm wrong or anybody else is wrong for speaking out, it's not just about you. It's about the people that needed to hear the message, the people that are a little bit naive. You know what I mean? And maybe after they're not naive anymore, but they still decide to give wholeheartedly because they still, you know, love her and her family. And that's what it should be, you know? All right. So Right says, all right. So Why says, why I feel for him, but I was in renal failure off for 6 months. I was about to have to pitch a tent, couldn't access any money from my job with a mortgage, cleaned out my savings. Yup. And see, that's the thing. See, y'all not the only ones going through. There's people with similar stories. You know what I mean? But that's a strong man that can work. Listen. I understand he might have health issues. Shoot, a lot of us got health issues, especially when you pass a certain age. And he looked like he up to that age, over 40, right? Shoot, I understand. I'm 43. I'm over here having health issues. All right. So I mean, it happens, but you still gotta keep doing what you're doing. And I feel like if people want to help, they definitely should help. It should not be because you're saying you are Summer. Stop saying that you're not Summer. You got your own daggone story. You have similarities, certain things, maybe, possibly, right? But don't use that to make money. Make money off of discussing the case if you want to discuss the case, off of whatever, you know, readings that you might have gotten from another channel. You know, may have checked out Donna's readings, might have checked out my readings, might have went to BK's, found out a few names that you could throw out and stuff like that. But don't try to make money off of saying Summer Wells. Nah, I would tighten my pocket with that one. Other than that, your husband. What I think it is you are enjoying him being able to be there with you, right? Let's keep it real here, and not have to work and be there as a family. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want the husband and the wife to be in the house, the kids be in the house, and not have to do a daggone thing but wait on that money to come in? Let that man go out there and make his money. Let him go out there and make his money. There is no excuse for a grown man. And if he's listening to me, which I'm sure he will, you need to go out there and get yourself a freaking job. I'm just saying like it is. And I'm saying this, and I'm not saying this to be mean. I think you're a good person. You seem like, in my opinion, you seem like a very good person, a good husband, and a good dad. You don't seem like a good provider at all. All right, you don't. And I'm not saying and that may be because you didn't learn how to be, or because you went through certain life struggles and you're trying to still get back on track. And I understand that. But we had seen you hadn't made one damn move to get a freaking job. There's all types of jobs out there. If you can't get one in landscaping, which you could have gotten if you really wanted to, okay? But let's say you couldn't have gotten that one. All right, there's McDonald's, there's somewhere, because every penny that comes in should be subsidizing, helping out. I believe that you guys are entitled to make whatever donation people want to send, loving donation, right? Let them send you the world, but let that be in excess to what you already bringing in. I'm telling you like it is, because somebody needs to tell you like it is. And there's some man, some real man, good man, that needs to be there to speak the truth to you and to show you the way and how to provide. I believe that you have a loving heart. I believe that you guys make a good couple, a good pair, a good set. Y'all could be a winning team together. All right. I do believe that. And that you are in a way a protector of your family, in a way. But that protection doesn't come in fully until you can start providing for your family on some certain level or another. And I speak on this in hopes that you would, and that you would hear this message, and that it will help bring you to another level. See, this is what I'm saying. Some of the stuff that I say, it might not sound good. It might hurt. Right? It might hurt. It's like, who does she think she is? Shut up. You don't know me. Blah, blah, blah. This or that. Right? But I'm coming from a place of love and not hate. That's what I'm saying. When y'all did trying to do rituals, y'all trying to throw stuff on the wrong person. That shit can go right back onto you, because I don't got no hate for nobody when I'm bringing nothing to you at all. What I'm bringing you is the truth. And any real man, good man, he gonna look you in the eye and set you up for success. He will tell you everything that I'm saying is correct. But he would be the man that could lead you in a way that you should be leading. And that's what you need. You need a male mentor. I hope one day you can thank me for this, because I'm telling you exactly, I know exactly what you need. And you need a damn good man and a male mentor. I believe you have the foundings and the foundation of a man that could be great. I believe that there is greatness within you. Okay, I'm not saying that there's not. So don't take this the wrong way. But if you want to be truthful to yourself, you got to say, and you got to admit that right now you're not being a good provider for your family. Right? I'm not even in the chat right now because I'm so passionate about what I'm saying. Because if you're not a good provider for your family, then you're absolutely failing your family. You're saying you're not looking for your family to give, or your family to help, or to ask them for this or that. But Kizzy's online basically panhandling and asking for friggin' money from everybody. And I'm not saying she shouldn't. I believe she should get it. But not off of claiming she's Summer all the time. And not off of, and also I feel like there's more that y'all could be doing. Another thing that's scary is, why was the kids not going to school? And school wasn't over with. There's a lot of issues here that's not being addressed. Y'all call me, talk to me, need help. I try to help you and guide you in the right direction, right? I'm coming from love. I'm just speaking on it because someone needs to speak on it. Because see, everybody that's in your chat, everybody who's taking up for you and saying they don't know you, what are they doing to help you? What are they doing to motivate you? What are they doing to change your world? It's like nothing. All they do is come to the freaking chat and they have nothing in them to give of themselves. They can't call out your wrongs because they want you to always be right. No, it's not time for you to be right. It's time for you to be real and make a change for yourself and make a change for your family. You got to be that stand-up person, right? You got the makings, and I see it in you. Whatever your name is, I forget your name, right? But come out a first husband. You have something in you that's meant to be great. Unfortunately, you grew up in certain areas. Well, we can't blame it on the areas because there's a lot of people that have come out of that area, those areas, right? And then maybe thank God, Kizzy helped you, y'all coming out those areas together. But now is the time, since you worked on coming out of those areas, to work on yourself. Work on fellowshipping with people, men who are providing and taking care of their families, who may have had certain situations in the past. I don't care if you have a record and that's the reason. I don't care if you used to sell dope. I don't care if you friggin' got robbery charges or whatever it is. I don't know your life story, right? That you might not be able to provide like you feel you should, right? Because some of y'all out there like, oh, she don't know his story. She don't know his story. I know enough. I know when somebody wants something enough, nothing could stop them. You know, if you maybe shoot after a while, Kissing on YouTube, why don't you get a YouTube channel too? Because it seems like you're trying to come out more, talk more, and express yourself more. There's certain things you could do, right? I mean, that'll be backup. You need a 9 to 5 or 11 to 7 or something going on right now, 3 to 11 or whatever, right? And then slowly transition into something else. Maybe you can make the change and then eventually mentor men that have been in the same situation as you. And I see you coming up on that live or whatever, Kizzy Live, where she going and crying in tears and blah, blah, blah. And you got your stuff to say at the end and saying you don't want to call names or blah, blah, blah. I don't know if you was discussing me or not, but if it was, I'm telling you what I'm saying to you has the power to change your life like never before. And it needs to be heard because something needs to be done. Hit me up. You know, maybe I can help you in a certain way. I can mentor you in a certain way, a certain amount. Of course, there's going to have to be a man that eventually takes over in a certain way to try to lead you, to lead your family, to be able to provide for your family in a way that will change your lives. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I know I talk a lot. Let me go ahead and check out these comments. Y says, don't get me wrong. I want Kizzy to do good and be the best she can be. I have sent her my information and let her know I can and will help her. Yeah. And that's the thing too. When she was claiming that she was moving there's certain things. Like when she claimed she was moving from, where was it, Louisiana? And she said the landlord was kicking them out. I feel certain things in there was an act. And I spoke about it on my exploitation of Summer Wells video. But I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe the landlord did come and turn off the lights. But I had to wrote in her comments and I said, here's my number. I said, let me know when you see this so I could delete my number. I saw she deleted it before I got to go back and delete it because it was up for a while. And it said, get in contact with me because I wanted to help her, right? I'm very knowledgeable, right? Not to mention I am in real estate, so I know a lot about this. So there's nobody that's going to go ahead and, or no landlord that's going to go ahead and just cut your lights and water. I mean, it's been done before, but you're going to sue the heck out of them. You call the police and let them know. The police comes there and they get everything in sync. Tell them, no, you can't do this. You got to do it the right way. There's got to be, they have to go through the proper eviction, right? You know how much money you could have sued that lady for? You know, if you caught the cops to come and show that she wasn't going to turn the water back on or the lights. Come on now. And you wanted to claim that you had to be out there. You had to leave today. You have rights under a tenant landlord. Are you kidding me? She has to go to court to evict you. So I give you my number so you can holler at me and I can try to give you more legal understanding, right? Have you become aware of the law? Tell you to sit your behind right there, maybe collect some more money if you need to collect more donations. And if you have to stay there a couple weeks longer, a few weeks longer, stay there and keep building up your donations and seeing if you could, find a place. As soon as you go to another place, you'll have some money saved up. But instead, you spending $100 per night or however much it is at these different hotels, right? Almost $100 a night. Living better than most people. Some of the people that donated to you don't even live that good, right? You up in there at that hotel with a full, beautiful pool. It's like you went ahead, you deleted my number, you didn't want to get the message because you was ready to leave. And then in the background, we see the lights go off. So I'm saying, wait, was her husband in a different room and just switched the lights off on us to make it seem like something to kind of garner some money, right? And you have some people believing that, and then they start donating like crazy based on that. But yet you don't want to call me to see and figure out, what you can do. And if you look on my comment section, like I said in the video, exploitation of Summer Wells, you will see a Darlene. She also, I believe it was her. It was a couple people commenting on Kizzy and how she deleted how she deleted some of their comments, saying things that were similar. What are we covering up here? Why are you deleting the comments? Is the question. Anyway, like I said, I feel like she got issues, but I feel like she still has hope, and I pray she does get the help that she needs. With all people who don't feel like she should be called out, this is not for you. This is for her. I'm getting a message. Just like when she said she's getting messages, I'm getting messages, and it's my channel, and I'm doing what I want, right? Because I was her. She needs to know this. Yeah. So also another thing is, I'm gonna get to the comments again in 1 second, but another thing is when you jumping from hotel room to hotel room to hotel room, right? And you're not actually saving the money that you're getting to actually put on a house or an apartment. All those donations that were coming in, you got a heck of a lot of donations coming in, right? What's the number on those donations? Come out of her? Because you could have took that money and got an apartment with it, or even got a temporary room. You know what I mean? Even on a monthly basis till you got an apartment. But no, you went ahead and you want to spend it on the most expensive or one of the most expensive hotels you can get. And you can say it wasn't the most expensive or not close to the most expensive hotel you can get, but we know it wasn't. We know you weren't on the short end of the stick when it came to paying for the hotel, right? You were paying a pretty penny. And all I'm saying, and I'm saying this because I care, the money that came in to you to help you be more stable, right? You got to learn to spend it in a better way, in a way that's more wise, in a way that's going to get you through longer. I believe that you love your children. I believe that some of the conversations that you have around your children, maybe certain, I don't know, it shouldn't be held around children. It's a certain age for everything. They don't need to hear every single thing you say, right? Even we don't want to grow them up too fast. Maybe that's just my opinion. But anyway, all in all, I do believe you're probably a very great mother. So let's see. So Y says, don't get me wrong. Okay, I saw that. Y says, I even offered to pay her for a reading. Never heard from her. Let her know all she has to do is contact. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I know this is off subject, but when that day she did that live about somebody, reading for her, and people were seeing who they could get to read for her. She's asking y'all to contact Donna Serafina or these different readers. Why can't she contact them herself? What she was asking y'all to do was to pay for the reading. Just say that. Come out and say it. You know what I mean? We have the same access to the internet that you have. And clearly you know who she is. So go to her channel and ask, right? Don't try to be using mind manipulation games with us. Once again, this is not coming out of hate. It might sound it because of my personality, right? But it's all coming out of love. All right. So anyway, Y says she said nothing. Her husband was doing the talking. She said nothing. Her husband was doing the talking. And that's the thing. They better stop trying to tie and hurt people up in rituals. You have freaking children. You know what? What I've seen, guys. I'm just saying this. I'm just saying. Trying to keep my mouth shut. I've seen people trying to come after people with some of their dark work. I'm saying that's what she's doing. And I seen the kids. Their kids wind up dying. Not claiming that for our kids at all, but I'm just saying it was this year. And I was like, wow. Talk about a return to motherfucking sender. It didn't even hit them. It hit their adult child. Wasn't it? I'm not even gonna go there. So anyway, J Dub says, hey, J Dubs. J Dubs, when are you gonna get a channel, love? Everybody say hi to the lovely J Dubs. Good seeing you. I haven't seen you on Miss Williams in a while. But then again, I don't look in the chat long. I always feel bad. Sometimes I don't even know if you're in there, and I'll just say hello, J Dubs, just in case. Because my eyes get, I usually don't have my glasses pretty much. All right, so hello, J Dubs. All right, so Y says, we as adults know we have to work to live, and I will not waste my energy reminding anyone. I will wait for this family to take the first step, then I can step up and help. Yeah, exactly. And that's what, listen to your husband. Listen to you, Kizzy. Come out of her. What up? I'm not saying people shouldn't help at all. I feel like they should. I feel in your position, it's a beautiful thing if they could, you know? But it's quite clear y'all ain't trying to make any moves. Y'all coming back with excuses every time, round after round. You don't have a game plan. You didn't sit down and make a game plan. Like, if you contacted her, why? If you contacted me, probably I sit down. You want to come up with a game plan? We're going to come up with freaking ideas. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing. That's what I would do versus the people that are coming and trying to take up for you in the chat. They're not doing you no daggone good. Right? They keeping you stuck in the position that you are in. They may look good because it looks like, oh, they saying this kind thing to me or this nice thing, sweet thing. No, that's not what you need right now, love. You need somebody to keep it real as can be. You need to get out that situation once and for all, right? If you face it again, let it be a few years down the line for a minute and then come back up, right? You need somebody to tell you, your husband ain't no. Go out there, fill out freaking 10, 15 applications a day or even a week. You cannot tell me that, all right, there's other ways you can make money. There's a lot of different ways. Can't tell me McDonald's not hiring, Burger King not hiring, Taco Bell not hiring. So all the ones by me closing early because they can't get anybody to work right now, right? People still living off the stimulus or whatever else money they were able to get, possibly. Or some people just started opening their own business. So you can't tell me you can't go out there and make $1. Oh, I don't want to hear a woman tell me what. You need somebody to tell you. And clearly, a man is not telling you. So this is what I'm telling you. Kizzy, your husband needs to get a freaking job. To the husband, I'm not coming at you with disrespect. I'm coming at you with all respect in the world. But I'm saying you have your wife, you have your children. You need to be able to go out there and provide for them. She was able to get some money to hold y'all over. But guess what? What happens when that runs dry? What happens when people are not donating anymore? They donated all they could, right? That's why you wanted to get up to 5,000 more subscribers, because you wanted to double up. So when those people can't donate anymore, you still got that other batch that could, right? And you holding off on people's messages. I'm just being real. You holding off on people's so-called messages. How about y'all hold off on? How about y'all hold off on avoiding going out there and seeking gainful employment, right? Because you need to do it right now. He needs to do it right friggin' now. All right. Pink Butterfly says, right, what will she do when the donation? Oh my God, that's what I just said. That's what I just said. And you probably said that a while ago. The donations is going to stop, babe. Eventually, they're going to calm down. They're going to slow down because the person's going to say, I gave enough. They're going to say, it's been 2 months. And then y'all really going to be under pressure. Then what you going to do then? Y'all literally going to be in a car, which like I said, I don't have a problem. You know, I slept in the car a couple nights, you know, years ago. Well over a decade ago with my kids. And then, like I said, I went back up. We never stayed down too long, boy. We never stayed down too long. But and also I had $1 million contracts at the age of 20, 28, 29. I was down again after that. Like I said, it was different. Different things come up. Different issue comes up. I've owned houses without even being on the freaking mortgage and the deeds in my name, and people just give me, guys, I could go on and talk on some things, right? And I also had like rock bottom besides drugs, because I ain't do drugs or anything like that. But I know one thing: as much as I can't stand my ex-husband and the father of my children, that man went out there and tried to friggin' get a job, and he's making it worse right now. I think he's making it worse for y'all coming in the videos, and I gotta tell you that respectfully, because they see that you got a man that's able to go out there and take care of you. Why should they be doing it, right? I don't believe it's doing y'all any justice at all. But I do believe that's a good man to keep by your side as long as he starts to provide. Because I think that's the only area that he seemed like he's falling short in. J-Dub says, nobody wants to watch or listen to me. I don't want to watch and listen to you. Please come up with your channel. Please do. We motivate, we empower. And also, I want to say, as far as him coming up and getting a job, don't think of it as something temporary. I understand there's jobs out there you freaking too good. I understand. You too good for them jobs. And while you at those jobs, you're just thinking about what business you could have, what you could be doing, blah, blah. I've been there in corporate America, thinking about, me wanting to go, like, why am I here? Making good money too in Princeton, New Jersey. After I'm a United States veteran. So United States Army veteran. So after I got out the military, and then working for big corporate positions in Princeton, New Jersey. But then sitting there and imagining and daydreaming of the business that I wanted and that I've actually had. But even when you start in a business, shoot, some of the people that own Fortune 500 companies and different companies that employ so many individuals, the people at the top, a lot of them didn't even have a freaking high school diploma. A lot of them have stories where they slept in their car, in their vehicle. They slept outside in the street, and they built it on their way to building their business and their journey, right? So what I'm saying is, you can see within you that you have a lot more to give than those jobs that you may have to settle for now. But just go ahead and settle for them. Because you know what? In the meantime, she got her YouTube channel. She's trying to make her YouTube channel hit. While she's trying to make that hit, you go out there and get a real job. Maybe she don't like it as much because then she's not gonna have nobody to help her with the kids. Understand that too. But somebody's got to do it, and the man's got to do it. Period. I mean, shoot. Some people would say that she could go out and work too. Let him stay home with the kids if you want. I don't know. However you want to work it. Girly Girl from Florida says most states will help homeless people, especially with his children. I'm sorry, guys. The way I got this set up, I got to get better at this. A place to live for a little or no money. She also found a church she really likes. Maybe they can help them. Yeah, you know what? I could be wrong, but I feel like with the church thing and the prayer thing, and if I'm wrong, come out of her, I apologize, all right? This is just my thoughts. And I would tell you if he was on a panel, if you were up here with me too, I'll say the same thing. I feel like some of that is playing on people's emotions with you going to church. I'm not saying it is. I could be wrong. You may definitely want to be there. It's always good to be, around people that show love and help out or whatever. But sometimes I be feeling like some of that's to garner donations. And like you said, you do whatever for your children. But I guess that's not none of my business either, right? But let me see. Maybe they can help. But there's certain churches that will help a lot. You just got to find the right church. Also, I feel like what's needed, and I got to come out and say this, and it's good if you're hearing this, and hopefully you're listening all the way through, right? Because like I said, there's love in here for you. Like, you have to come up with a game plan. You have to sit down with a paper and pen and write down what you need to do. You have to write down your goals to make it true and how you're going to come up with this. You're going to have to write down, for him, he needs to be writing down where he's going to go ahead, apply for whatever jobs, blah, 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 right? For you need to sit down and write down, you're going to contact your county, right? Whatever county that's linked up to right now. I don't know. I think you said, what is it, Katy, Texas? And see if they have any help for homeless people or dislocated people. You got to find out community service. Like, a lot of times, there's a lot of stuff that's out there. You just don't know about it. So you need to sit down with people instead of your freaking subs up there wanted to just go ahead and mouth off that people that want to object to something you say. Maybe they could sit down and help you come out with a game plan, right? To knock certain things off the list and to get you guys some permanent housing. Maybe you want to try to see if they have their Section 8 available, right? Or see what city in the area has or township has subsidized housing available and try to get on a list. You might say you already did that. Guess what? All right, that's plan A. We're going to have plan A, B, C. We're going to go all the way down to Z till we get this stuff knocked out. So you need to come sit down, be creative, come up with as much ideas as possible. Matter of fact, dial 211 on your phone, all right? This is what your subs could be doing to tell you, to help you. Tell them to dial 211. I just recently helped someone, I forgot. And 211 gives you a list of certain programs that may be able to help in the area that you're in, right? Right. So check them out. All right. So Pink Butterfly says, girly true. Y says, I hope she is listening to you. I hope she realized she tied her child to that ritual. And yep. Don't tie your kid to, oh my God, any ritual. Yep. Then something happened to the child and she wondering what happened to the freaking child, right? You guys gotta be careful when you're messing with certain things, certain energies. You put stuff out there for protection. People can put stuff out there for protection. No issues with that, right? But it's like, in your mind, were you really coming for protection or were you coming to cause harm to somebody, right? Or you coming to cause devilishment to somebody? Were you coming to kind of destroy somebody, not knowing that that person is protected beyond any protection you can come up with, right? No, let me stop. But in all honesty, yeah, because that kind of could cause harm and damage to your children. when you mess with the wrong people. You got to know. I'm not talking about, necessarily me. This is anybody. We don't come for the wrong people. But only you know your intentions in that ritual. Only you and your husband know it. And hopefully, it's nothing bad. I have nothing negative to really say about you besides the stuff that I'm correcting you on right now. I feel like you do need that correction, and I'm coming with it, because everybody else in your chat's not everybody else, but a good amount of people want to sugarcoat stuff for you. It's not time for you to sugarcoat, because you know what sugarcoat's going to get you? Going to be out on the street homeless, doing all the stuff that you talking about that you don't want to do. You need somebody to break it down and keep it real with you. And I believe this person, Y, really cares about you too. So you might want to try to stay connected to them. All right. So let me see what else Y says. All right. So Pink says she could work from home on the internet. Yep. You can start working from home on the internet. Yep. Y says, I want to know your thoughts on someone claiming to be a Muslim and Christian at the same time. She accepted the Spirit says being Muslim was for her. I asked for a response, nothing yet. I couldn't understand believing in Muhammad and Jesus at the same time. I don't deal with spirits. I do have presence in my apartment, and they do leave. Yeah, they and that's what I was gonna say. Regardless if you want them there or not, it's like, like a spirit's gonna always be there, because we are spirit, and once we die, we're out of this flesh. So, and that energy does not die. Energy just transforms and transmutates, whatever. But yeah. And as far as her saying she's Christian and Muslim, I feel like that sounds like somebody that just really doesn't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is she gonna go to church and claim Christian to get some donations? Is she gonna go to I don't know. I don't know. I do say this, and I've wanted to speak about it, or I don't do my Facebook really anymore, my personal Facebook. But I know a couple years ago, there's certain times that I really have wanted to call out certain churches, because I feel like certain times they don't help in need. There are certain ones that do, because I know of some that, oh my God, they will pour out a blessing on you financially. However, a great majority, unfortunately, do not. And I know people who would serve so hard in the church, and even when taxes came, they would give their entire taxes to the church. A couple months later, their lights and everything would be off, and their lights and everything would be off, and the church wanted to like help out with 1 red cent. And I'm like, I know these people donated and tithe and donated and served for years. Like, and where's all this tithe money going? You know what I mean? So we could blame that on a particular church or a particular pastor. I'm just saying. And I've seen people going through evictions that have been members of, church for so long, or that particular church for so long, and the church didn't help out with 1 red cent. And I understand sometimes you can't help everybody or everyone, but just, help a certain amount. Let there be a protocol, I say, and even an application process. I feel like more people in most churches should be helped more than they are. Not every single, because people will take advantage. People will take advantage now, so we can't have that. But even like, let's say, for instance, a couple years ago, there was something going through the Northeast, and I know it was going to hit like Chicago area somewhere, Indiana area, and like the governor has said to what did he say? He asked churches to open the doors for the homeless, because if not, hundreds of people were going to die, or however many people were going to die. It's going to be a lot of people. So he asked 300 people to churches to open their door. Shoot, I think it was only 3 that did. Only 3. Everybody else is like, oh, well, you know, we can't open it because we don't know who's going to come in and blah, blah, blah. And I posted on Facebook about how upset I was about that because all these people wind up dying. They literally died. They were warned to open up the doors because these people are going to die. And they did not. And so I wrote about it on Facebook because I was so upset. And this old church sister that I used to go, well, she's younger than me, but this girl I used to go to church with said she could understand them not opening it, and it's their business because you never know who you're getting into the church and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so you'd rather all those people die? Like, anyway, that just pissed me off, you know? So that's not calling out all the churches. That's just saying that some not where they're supposed to be with giving back. And I feel like this should be more of a mission with that, right? My opinion. Anyway, why it says, I want to know. Okay, I read that. You missed that video. I missed the video. Hold on. Oh yeah, I didn't see that video. I don't see all her videos. There's only a couple or a few maybe that I've seen. I just know that the ones that I've seen, she's always saying something else happened this summer. Why? Please tell me. Why? Is Summer, did she say Summer get eaten by dogs? I thought then Andy ate her. Tim Mullen ate her. No, she's on a ship. What in blue blazes? Hold on, I'm gonna have to pull this down. Apply for cash, WIC, and Medicaid. Also from point